Welcome to Mental Fitness Fridays. I'm Hans Schulsted. How often are you out of bounds? We often think boundaries are just something we have with others. Mental fitness requires clear, consistent, and flexible boundaries with ourselves and others. Creating our own starts with our values. They build a foundation and framework for our map. When our energy, actions, and words match up, it's easy for people to see where we stand. When we don't, we create confusion and anxiety. Sometimes an inch becomes a mile. Maintaining clear internal boundaries can be challenging for some. If you were raised with a constantly changing boundaries or ones that were inflexible and rigid, it'll be challenging for you. Constantly changing one leads to fused relationships, which make it hard to know where I end and you begin. Rigid and inflexible ones lead to cutoff, distance, and anger. Sometimes you may find that you run into people who flip-flop between them. That's challenging. Last weekend, I witnessed this at our rink. Heard about it too. Long story short, in the span of 2 games, the officials kicked 6 parents out for misbehaving during the game. Besides the abuse of players, nothing makes me more angry than the abuse of officials in youth sports. I take that back. What really makes me angry is when someone who has been asked to leave sneaks back in. I noticed in this case, and I calmly said to him, "You just got kicked out. You're not supposed to be here." He told me to calm down. I think he works at a movie theater because he projects. After a little help from my friends, he left. After, I was emotionally drained. As I meditated this morning, I realized why. It felt like my safety was threatened. I want the rink to be a safe place. In our world today, it feels like asking someone to respect basic rules is scary. Attacking someone like a ref is never going to do anything. It actually makes things worse for yourself because afterwards, you spend time convincing yourself and others that the ref is a terrible human being and incompetent. Mental fitness means understanding that when you are hurt or scared, the person you need to convince that they are a good person is you, not the ref. Change the conversation. Talk and learn about mental fitness. Share us on our social channels and share our emails.